you have no idea how important it is to us men that you look good. And don't get mad at us about it. Don't blame us about it. This is how we are anthropologically created in order to be able to look at you and see how healthy you are to have a baby.
Welcome to the Unapologetic Man podcast, the only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it.
What is up, you champions? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the UMP. And this one, boys, is a little bit different than what we usually do. Today, I am writing an angry open letter to women. This one is for the ladies, boys, but obviously you want to listen because all you guys are going to be nodding your head fervently, being like, finally, somebody is telling women what men really want. Now, obviously, this isn't that angry. In fact, I absolutely love women. I think the feminine is probably the most beautiful thing this world has ever produced. I thank God in the sky above every single day for creating women, for creating the feminine. But let's be honest, a lot of women don't know how to keep us satisfied. And people often come up to me and they're always like, why don't you give advice for women, dating advice for women? And I'm like, because it would literally comprise one fucking episode of a podcast. Whereas trying to teach guys about women and how to keep women attracted to them literally comprise 650 episodes. And if I'm honest, I probably have 200 to 300 left more in me because women are that complicated. But men are very simple, ladies. So please take notes because for some reason, a lot of women don't understand what keeps men happy. I mean, maybe they understand it on some level, but a lot of them refuse to do the kinds of things that I'm going to talk about today. Men are very fucking simple. If you want a man to stay with you, simply listen to what I'm going to talk about today, because honestly, this is all you have to do. It's going to take one episode. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, ladies, it should be obvious, but a lot of you are missing the point. To be fucking feminine. There is a movement in today's society trying to make women more masculine and men more feminine, and I do not understand it. There is nothing sexier to a man than a woman who is feminine. And if you buy into the narrative that femininity is somehow bad or weak or isn't up to snuff when compared to masculinity, and you women should be more masculine, that is a freaking delusion. I went ahead and took about 10 minutes of my time to look up for you synonyms that explain just how beautiful femininity is, and they are graceful, nurturing, elegant, gentle, soft, sensual, intuitive, receptive, compassionate, radiant, playful, mysterious, expressive, alluring, it's a great one, tender, empathetic, supportive, flowing, devoted, emotionally intelligent. Ladies, when you step into your feminine nature, when you become a woman just like you're meant to be, that is going to attract men like I cannot even explain to you. Furthermore, it's going to make your man want to stay with you. We are so freaking simple-minded, ladies, that I was literally getting a haircut this morning, and I was sitting there getting my haircut, and I heard this girl talking over there somewhere where I couldn't see her. And as she was talking, I was just kind of closing my eyes, being like, God, her voice is so beautiful. It's so alluring. It's so feminine. It's so gentle and compassionate. And I was literally getting attracted to this girl just based on how she speaks. In fact, and guys, you'll find this interesting, women's voices actually drop a couple of octaves when they're ovulating. The reason that is because a feminine, soft voice is more attractive to men than a chick that talks like this. What's up, bro? So I was scratching my balls this morning and I realized that I should play more basketball. That kind of shit turns us off. So I was listening to this girl's voice and I was thinking like, man, she must be beautiful. And unfortunately, when I walked over there, she was kind of fat and wasn't very attractive, but still, that just goes to show you how attractive femininity is. And if you're a lady listening and you somehow think that your femininity isn't powerful, stay tuned until the end of this episode because I am going to show you just how powerful you can be when you're in your feminine energy. The next one, which points to that girl who I saw who had the feminine voice, who unfortunately let me down. Ladies, don't let yourself go. Stay in shape exercise, try to keep your body fit. You have no idea how important it is to us men that you look good. And don't get mad at us about it. Don't blame us about it. This is how we are anthropologically created in order to be able to look at you and see how healthy you are to have a baby. I've said it many times on this podcast, gentlemen, your attraction for a woman is all based on her ability to have a healthy baby. That's pretty much it. Obviously, things like personality, attitudes, and stuff like that play into it. But initially, ladies, we get attracted to you within 0.3 seconds. It's literally that quickly. Men are amazing in the way that they can look at a woman and immediately see how healthy she is. Good hip to waist ratio, good breast size, healthy hair, healthy teeth, healthy skin. Ladies, if you're not putting concerted effort into, first of all, how you present yourself every day, but secondly, and perhaps most importantly, working out and staying in shape, I have to question you a little bit. It is so stupid easy to get a guy attracted to you. Just be hot. And that's the first thing I tell chicks who are like, how do I get more dudes attracted to me? I'm always like, be as hot as fucking possible. We're very simple. We're like stupid knuckle dragging gorillas walking through the woods with the boner the size of the Statue of Liberty. And all we want to do is have sex with the girl who's physically attractive, yet so many girls. And I know you guys are going to agree with me who are listening. Let themselves go. And it is such a disappointment. Boys, do you relate to me on this? Where you see a girl with a beautiful face and you can tell she has a nice frame to her body, but she's fat. And you are unbelievably disappointed because of it. How many of you guys relate to that? 100% of you. Ladies listening, I can guarantee if you've let yourself go, if you're not doing your best to maintain your looks, we have to question that a little bit because your attractiveness is highly based on how you appear, and it's pretty damn easy to improve your appearance. Guys, if you're bored one day, go online and look up before and after pictures of girls with makeup on, and you will see some extreme examples. You could take the most hideous canyon mule and turn her into an absolute 10 with makeup alone. Now, oftentimes I get yelled at for manipulating women. People tell me all the time, oh, you're a dating coach. You teach guys how to manipulate chicks. You're a piece of shit. And I would say, dude, what's makeup? Makeup is the ultimate manipulation because you're manipulating what turns guys on. And what is that? It's your appearance. For example, a proportional face, which could be manipulated with makeup, makes us think that she's healthier because faces develop to be more proportional inside healthy bodies. This is why when you see acne or like pock marks or something that points to ill health, lost teeth example, a fucking eye that's missing, that basically shows poor health, which shows she has a less likely chance of having a healthy baby. So ladies, very simple, be as hot as possible. And that includes taking care of your body. When I see a girl at the gym working out, which also happened today after I got my haircut, I went to the gym. I saw this beautiful girl working out and I was just like, bless you, sweetheart. What you're doing is a gift to all men, and thank you. And boys, you should be thanking beautiful women because what you thank, you attract into your life. If you're resentful towards women, if you hate them, especially the hot ones, you're not going to attract them into your life. So anytime I see a beautiful woman, rather than looking at her as most guys do, like a piece of steak that I want to devour, I thank her. I treat her like she's a beautiful angel or something sacred to behold. And I say, God, thank you for taking care of yourself. Thank you for being a woman. Number 3, ladies, and this too is so fucking obvious. Stop nagging us. Stop berating us. Stop throwing us under the bus. As I talked about on my last episode, where Alec Baldwin's wife threw him under the bus in front of millions of people on national television. Do not fucking do that. Here's a very simple tip for ladies. Be your man's biggest cheerleader. Support him. Get his back. Believe in him. Be his biggest proponent and the person who believes in him the most. Be the girl who's basically his sidekick and who wants to support him in every single move that he makes, and never under any circumstance talk shit about him, either when he's there or when he's not there, and never under any circumstance undermine his confidence. I'm not saying that you have to build his confidence, because as a man, we should be internally validated, which means get our confidence from within. But when you have a girl that's like nagging you, fucking writing on you, telling you you're not enough, telling you you don't do enough, or you're a bad dad or a bad husband, or your dick's too small, or you're not good at sex, or you don't care about her enough, all this nagging, and I'm going to tell you ladies what to do instead. All this nagging just pushes him away from you and turns him fucking off. The best thing you can do to a man is be his biggest cheerleader. And boys, this is the same with your friends. Don't undermine your friends. Don't throw your friends under the bus. Be their cheerleader. Be their supporter. Say to them, brother, I fucking believe in you, man. You can do this. And also to your woman, just like I'm doing. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but my woman's starting a new business. And every day I'm like, you can do this, Marissa. You got this. You can fucking do it. I believe in you. Not only should she be your biggest cheerleader, which Marissa certainly is for me, but man, you should be her biggest fan as well. This is how to keep a healthy relationship. Next one, ladies, and please take heed of this. Oh my hell, this is important. Give your boy space and encourage him to go out with his friends. There have been recent scientific studies by experts in human psychology that say men need at least one night a week out with their boys, preferably 2 and maybe even 3. That's right, I just said it. 3 nights a week out with their friends to get man time. Give them their space. Encourage them to go out. Buy them a fucking beer helmet and fill that shit up with Budweisers and push them out the door and say, go have fun with your friends. There is nothing sexier than a woman who's secure enough than to let her man go hang out with his boys. She doesn't rip on his boys. She doesn't question him. She doesn't look at his cell phone saying like, oh, what were you guys doing tonight? Did you meet any girls? None of that jealousy bullshit. She's secure and she understands that a man's health and happiness is tied into his mental health, which is tied into having friends, tied into going out with those friends, and tied into having space. Here's the reality, ladies. Men should not make you their first priority, nor should you want to be their first priority. Because I'll tell you this, as much as you may think you want a man to make you his first priority, it's not true. What you really want, and it's weird that I'm telling you your own psychology, but attraction is not logical. What you really want is for him to have his purpose, to have his life and his passions first, and for you to be second or even third. So stop trying to make yourself first in his life. Stop nagging him, getting in his space. Give him space and let him come to you when he's ready. That's one of the sexiest things you could ever do. The next one goes into what I spoke about previously about being feminine. Let your man lead. Stop trying to vie for the power. Stop trying to test him. Stop trying to take control. Stop trying to wear the pants in the family. Now, this goes into what I alluded to previously, which was, well, society is often telling women that femininity is basically weak. It's a follower energy and it's weaker compared to masculinity. And this is why there's a big movement in society, particularly from the left, that's trying to push women to be more masculine because fundamentally they doubt their own femininity. At least that's the way I see it. If you disagree with me, please don't email me. I'm not going to reply. I'm too busy dealing with my clients and getting them unprecedented success in my 3-month coaching program. I don't want to talk about it. This is just my opinion. Take it or leave it if you want to. I believe that society is pushing women to be more masculine because there's a fundamental disbelief in femininity. They don't believe it's powerful, but it is the quintessential essence of power. Let me ask you this. What's more powerful, granite or water? Both are very powerful, but let's be honest. Water can melt granite, and that's what femininity is. It's water. It's soft. It's gentle. It's nurturing, but so powerful when it has to be. So instead of going to your man with masculinity, trying to frontally butt heads with him, if you want something from your man, go to him with soft, sweet, gentle energy. How many of you ladies have been able to sweet talk a man to doing whatever the fuck you want? I mean, guys, we've all seen it. Men will do anything for a sweet, soft, feminine, beautiful woman when she comes to him with that energy. So women oftentimes undermine their own power. They negate their own femininity, moving instead into masculinity, trying to go frontally towards a man, which is going to do nothing but make his boner literally shrink and go hide inside his body when they have this extremely powerful energy inside of them called femininity. It's soft, it's nurturing, it's beautiful, it's so convincing. And just like water, it can melt through granite. So don't come to us frontally. Instead, come to us with your soft feminine essence and convince us. Convince us with your beauty. I get convinced of so much shit, namely by my 5-year-old little girl. She just comes up to me and she flips her little eyelids at me and she says, "Daddy, can I have some candy?" And I'm like, oh my God, my heart literally just melted. Yes, let's go get you candy. And I'll tell you, no girls were able to do that to me when they came frontally in their masculine energy. All they got themselves was blown the fuck out. So if you're a woman listening, be feminine. Come to us with softness. And you will literally be able to get anything you want if you do it in the correct way. The next one, ladies, and this is something I know 99% of my boys listening want you to know. Stop trying to make us jealous. When you talk about other dudes, all it does is kill our attraction for you. The reason that is once again an anthropological reason where we think that that other man is probably inseminating you. And we don't want to deal with you anymore because we think that you're sleeping around all over town, getting other men's semen, therefore decreasing our chances of us inseminating you ourselves. Now, obviously, from a modern perspective, we're not as men thinking, oh, can I give that girl baby? Can I give that girl baby? We think about it in much simpler terms. In fact, most guys don't even know that's what they want to do is actually inseminate her and give her a baby. They just want to get laid. They just want to get their dick wet. That's as far as we think as men. Again, we're sometimes knuckle dragging idiots. But when a woman thinks that getting a dude jealous is going to work to her advantage, she's completely and utterly delusional. So many times I've been flirting with girls in nightclubs and they go and try to make me jealous by like super flirting with another dude. And I'm just like, I'm done with her. I'm done with her. She's a slut. She's spreading it all over town. Even if it's not true, and even if she just is trying to manipulate more attraction out of me, it doesn't work. There's a very small, infinitesimally small amount of time when she can be talking to another dude, but not like super flirting with him, where I will get more motivated to basically beat that guy and win the girl. That sometimes works. The problem happens when women flirt too much or demonstrate that they're dating lots of different dudes and basically giving a high probability that they're having sex with many different guys turns us the f off. I have been completely and utterly turned off by a girl like that when I was flirting with her and I was super into her and I'm like, dude, I like this girl. And then I look to the side and she's like really flirting with another dude. Done. It's like having a complete boner and then it just hides inside your body within 1 second. So ladies, stop trying to make us jealous. We know what your worth is. You don't have to show pre-selection, meaning other guys want you. We know that. You don't have to tell us about it. We know exactly how many guys you can get just looking at you. I can look at a chick and be like, okay, she probably gets approached this many times a day. She probably gets hit up on the dating apps, probably like X many times per day. And this is how her value is in the eyes of other men. So I know how many other men want you. You don't need to make me jealous. I know your worth. The best way to get me attracted is, once again, to be feminine, to be hot as possible, and be a fucking girl. It's really not hard. That's why it literally takes 1 episode for me to teach you this shit. The last one, suck a dick daily. This is literally what I wrote in my notes. But this is true, ladies. If you can satisfy your dude sexually, consistently and perpetually, you will keep him around. You will keep him satisfied. Hell, he will even want to marry you. If you do what I've had women do to me in the past. I had one girl, God bless her, I don't know where you're at, but bless you, young lady, who would literally wake me up every day with a blowjob. Now, I know a lot of ladies are like, oh my God, every day. And I'm with you. I wouldn't want to lick a clam chop every day. It's a lot of fucking work. Besides, when I go down on a girl, the bottom of my tongue really hurts the next day. So it's a lot of sacrifice. But I'm telling you, ladies, it's very simple. Men need 650 plus episodes to learn how to keep you satisfied. You need 1 episode. In fact, just take this 1 point. If you take nothing else, satisfy him sexually, including sucking his dick every time he wants it. Now, in my notes, I said suck a dick daily, pretty crude. Maybe he doesn't want the sick duck every day. Maybe for him, it's like once every 3 days, but find his cadence and satisfy him sexually. Knock him out in the bedroom. Be sexy, be feminine, be hot. Use that girly voice of yours and be super turned on in the bedroom and suck a dick like you've never sucked a dick before. When he wants it, he's yours for life. The thing about Marissa, and I do have her permission to tell you some things about my relationship with her, she loves to suck my dick. She loves that thing, man. She worships it. And that's part of the reason I'm still with her, is because she gets super fucking hot. She comes in, she sucks my dick, and then she brings me food afterwards. I mean, God, talk about a genius woman who goes into her feminine, who looks as hot as possible anytime she can, who gives me my space, and who sucks my dick every time I want it. I'm very simple. That keeps me satisfied. So women, there's your episode, 20 minutes. I just taught you how to keep a man for life. And guys, I know you're agreeing fervently with this because this is what every single guy wants. Unfortunately for you, it will usually take way more training to satisfy women in an equal amount. The other day, me and my girlfriend were talking and I was like, why is it that gay dudes are so happy? And I was like, I think I know why. It's because they're dudes, which means they're horny as fuck, but they can get laid anytime they want to. They have other dudes who want to fuck just as bad as they do. Guys, imagine how awesome it would be if every single hot girl out there just wanted to fuck you as bad as you wanted to fuck them. You would be happy too. Yet lesbians are always angry. We're kind of talking about that. We're like, why are they always so pissed off? And we really didn't know why. Probably because they're angry at men and they have to deal with women all the time. But gay dudes are always happy because they get laid perpetually. And that should give you a sign for those ladies listening. All you have to do is satisfy them sexually. All you have to do is be feminine. Just be a girl. Use your natural girl instincts and be as hot as possible. And you will keep that dude satisfied. So ladies, I hope you got a lot out of this one. I hope it helped you out. If you're going to hate on me, don't even bother emailing me. My assistant, Danielle, deletes them before I even see them. But hopefully you learned something. And boys, hopefully at the very least, this was somewhat entertaining for you as you agreed with everything I said, because I know all you guys did. All I had to do was write suck a dick daily. Every single dude would be like, yeah, this guy's a genius. This guy really gets it. Of course I do, bro, because I too have a ball sack and a penis, which I love to get sucked anytime I want to. It's just how men are. It's very simple. As a reminder, gentlemen, I drop podcasts on Mondays and Thursdays, and listen up. Stay tuned for the next one. I have an awesome one coming. I've literally been putting this off for 2 years, kind of been procrastinating on it because it was hard to get all the notes together for it. But believe me, you are going to want to hear this one. It is going to help you tremendously to get girls attracted to you, which I know all you guys want. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you in the next episode.